I told my mom why none of her 5 boys have given her grandkids. I was 28 when my mom cornered me in the kitchen last Christmas about why I wasn't married yet. She'd been drinking her second glass of wine and started going on about how her friends all had grandkids, and she was basically the only one left out. She kept saying how much she wanted to spoil babies and that we were all selfish for not giving her what she deserved. I finally snapped and told her the truth. None of us wanted kids because we all remembered what it was like growing up in our house. My oldest brother Jake moved to Seattle right after college and barely calls. My brother Connor got a vasectomy at 25 without telling anyone. Tyler straight up told his girlfriend he'd rather break up than have kids. And my youngest brother Ethan jokes that he's allergic to commitment, but really he just doesn't want to mess up a kid like we got messed up. My mom acted all shocked and hurt, asking what I meant. So I reminded her about the time she made Jake sleep outside in the garage for 3 days when he was 12 because he accidentally broke her favorite vase. Or when she told Connor he was worthless and would never amount to anything because he got a C in math. She used to lock Tyler in the basement whenever he cried, saying real boys don't cry. And she literally forgot to pick up Ethan from soccer practice so many times that his coach had to drive him home. She tried to interrupt me, but I kept going. I told her about how we all had to walk on eggshells around her mood swings, how she'd go from being super loving one minute to screaming at us the next, how she'd compare us to other kids constantly and make us feel like nothing we did was ever good enough, how she'd guilt trip us for wanting to spend time with friends instead of staying home with her. The worst part was how she'd use us against each other. She'd tell Jake that Connor was her favorite, then tell Connor that Tyler was the smart one, then tell Tyler that Ethan was the baby so he got special treatment. We grew up thinking we had to compete for her love instead of just getting it unconditionally. My mom started crying and saying she did her best as a single mother, but I reminded her that being stressed doesn't excuse emotional abuse. I told her that all 5 of us had to go to therapy as adults just to function normally. Jake has trust issues and can't maintain relationships. Connor has anger management problems. Tyler is so afraid of commitment that he sabotages every good thing in his life. Ethan struggles with depression and anxiety. I explained that none of us wanted to risk putting a kid through what we went through. We were all terrified that we'd end up like her, even though we'd probably be better parents just because we know what not to do. But the fear was still there, and it wasn't worth the risk. She got defensive and started listing all the things she did for us, like buying us clothes and feeding us. I had to explain that providing basic necessities isn't the same as being a good parent. A good parent doesn't make their kids feel like they're walking through a minefield every day. A good parent doesn't use love as a weapon or make their kids feel like they have to earn affection. My mom kept saying she loved us and that everything she did was because she wanted us to be successful. But I told her that success doesn't matter if you destroy your kids' self-esteem in the process. None of us felt loved growing up. We felt like disappointments who occasionally did something right.